warm welcome to all. Today we are going to discuss about the tokens in C language. A token in C can be defined as the smallest individual element of a C programming language. Tokens are the basic components of the C language. The tokens are classified into 6 types: keywords, identifiers, constants, strings, special symbols, and operators. Now let us see keywords. Keywords are the predefined or the reserved words. Each keyword is meant to perform a special function in a program. Since the keyword are referred names to the compiler, they can't be used as variables. C language supports 32 keywords, but the number of keywords depend upon the compiler or platform we are working. Here are the keywords. Now let us see identifiers. Identifiers are used as a general terminology for naming the variables, functions, and arrays. Rules for naming identifiers. They must begin with a letter or an underscore, and they shouldn't begin with digits, and they should consist of letters, digits, and underscores, but not as special characters. It should not be a keyword, and it should not contain white spaces. Now let us see constants. The constants refers to the variables with a fixed values. They are like a normal variables, but the main difference is the value cannot be changed once they are defined in a program. Now let us see an example. Const int a equal to 90. Here the value of a is not changed throughout the program. Now let us see strings. Strings are an array of characters that are ended with a null character. The null character indicates that it's the end of the string. Strings are always enclosed with double quotes, and the characters are always enclosed with a single quote. Here is the syntax how the strings look like. Now let us see special symbols. The special symbols have some special meaning and they can't be used for any other purposes. Now let us see some special symbols. Brackets. The opening and closing brackets are used as an array element references, and it indicates a single and multi-dimensional subscripts. Parentheses. They are the symbols used for the function calls and function parameters. And braces. The opening and closing curly braces marks the starting and ending of the block of code containing more than one executable statement. Comma. It is used to separate more than one statement, like separating parameters in a function call. Colon. It is an operator that is essentially invokes something called an initialization of list. Semicolon. It is also known as statement terminator. It indicates the end of the one logical entity, hence the individual statements must end with a semicolon. Asterisk. It is used to create a pointer variables and for multiplication of variables. Assignment operator, it is used to assign some values, and preprocessor, it's a macro processor that is used automatically by the compiler to transfer the program before the actual compilation. Now let us see operators. The operators are the symbols that triggers an action when applied to the variables or other objects. The data items on which operators act are called operands, and depending upon the operands and operators, the operators are classified into 3 types: unary operator, binary operator, and ternary operator. Now let us see unary operator. These are the operators which requires only one operand, like an increment or decrement operator, and binary operator. Binary operator requires 2 operands, and it was further classified into arithmetic operator, relation operator, logical operator, assignment operator, and bitwise operator. And finally, ternary operator. Ternary operator requires 3 operands, and the conditional operator is also an example for ternary operator.